Congratulations are in order for Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods just made the Billionaire Club, and I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad. Listen, the first one to make it was Michael Jordan. The second one to make it was LeBron James, and now we have Tiger Woods. And what I find absolutely incredible about this accomplishment is that this is something that the left is in absolute denial about. This is what Black Lives Matter marched about. This is what Colin Kaepernick of the San Francisco 49ers, actually he's from Black Lives Matter now, the guy who took the knee throughout the latter part of his career to protest police brutality, who after he left football came out with a movie and said that the NFL is like a plantation, that athletes in America, black athletes, are treated like slaves. Well, I don't know of too many slaves that ended up being billionaires. What's wonderful about the accomplishments of these three Americans of African descent, as defined by the left, is that they made it through their gifts and their talents. They made it because we live in an exceptional country. They made it because of capitalism, because of the free enterprise system. They invested in their gifts and their talents. They entertained millions of people all over the world, and not just millions of Americans of African descent, millions of every race and creed and color. They are the perfect example of what we should be celebrating in this country, what makes America a very special place. Now, these three individuals, they're athletes. They were the first three billionaires to make it from the sports world, but we have plenty of billionaires who are Americans of African descent in business, in entertainment. We've got the Oprah. We can go back for 3 centuries, actually, the 21st century, the 20th century, and the 19th century. You had black millionaires, which today's money would be the equivalent of billionaire. Madam C. J. Walker, I believe she was hair care products in the late 19th century. She made it to millionaire status. Again, we're told that we have barriers in front of us because we are black, because of people of color. Critical race theory, which is being taught in our government schools, is saying that black folks you can't be successful unless you're dependent upon the left, unless you're dependent upon Democrats in the government. Critical race theory is telling Americans of European descent that they should be guilty about their success. That is not un-American. That's un-American. That's Marxist. And then we have our government run schools that are sexually grooming our kids, teaching about men who believe there are women and women who believe there are men, and drag queen story time. Instead, they should be teaching about reading, writing, arithmetic. They should be teaching the basics. And then our American history, which is a unique history, which is the shared history in which people accomplish things even when there's barriers in their way. But they don't. Because if they do, no one would be invested in the Democrat Party. No one would be invested in government. But these three guys, well, they're an example of something completely different, something opposite of what the Democrats believe in. And even with their politics, I know two of them might be liberals. One of them might be a conservative. But does it really matter? Look at their backgrounds. Two of them had fathers very much involved in their lives. One of them did not. But when he made it into the league saw fit to have mentors surround him. And they had some of the greats and some of men of character who invested their time into that man's life. And he now is the greatest example of the three of how a father raises his kids, married to the same woman since high school. Well, there's so much great information to mine from the lives of these three Americans of African descent. But does the left do that? Does the media do that? No, they don't. We have the media investing in George Floyd. We have the media investing in Black Lives Matter. We have the media investing in racial angst. We have the media elevating Reverend Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson. Look, here's what I'm trying to tell you. We live in the greatest country in the world. Even though these ideas of entrepreneurship, of pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, of using your gifts and your talents to bring pleasure to the world. Even though these things are under attack by the radical left, they're still very much alive in our world today. This is part of the reason why we have millions of people coming into this country illegally. Illegally, there's no doubt about that. But they want to get here because they know of stories like these guys. They want their shot. I was talking to two basketball players, university basketball players. One is from South Sudan. One is from Nigeria. And the one from Nigeria, all he could talk to me about was Giannis, the basketball player for the Milwaukee Bucks, who came here from Nigeria. How did he make it? What do I know about him? It's inspirational. This is still the country where you can invest in your gifts, you can invest in your talents, you can develop it. Wait, you could change direction, you can recreate yourself and find success. Maybe not wild success like these guys, but the kind of success where you could raise a family and invest in the future, in your children. That is under attack right now with the Biden administration. That is under attack right now, with these organizations worldwide, from the CDC to the World Health Organization to all of these lefty-run institutions right here in our own country. These ideas are under attack from government-run schools. These ideas are under attack from government agencies, from the FBI, from the Department of Justice, who is going after parents who are pushing back against the poison that's being taught to their children. If Michael Jordan and LeBron James and Tiger Woods were taught the same things that critical race theory teaches, would they be as successful as they are today? Would they even be motivated to put their energy into their talents? No, they would not. You see, that's what's insidious. When you get caught up into groupthink, when you get caught up into government mandates, government programs, it strips your individuality. It strips your desire to be different and to be great. These three guys can stand as an example of why we need to fight, why Americans of African descent need to fight, why BIPOC individuals need to fight against the Democrat Party and against big government, because they were able to accomplish all of these things without that. My name is James C. Harris. This is my YouTube channel. I want to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to it. Not only that, tell your friends, tell your family about it, spread the word. Here we go.